We're back with more of Real Estate Update. James Wedgeworth. Hey, James, I want to hop back to inventory for a moment because I didn't get into details with you with regard to, okay, there's inventory. Talk to me about price and inventory and what you see.
Okay, let me give you an example. I ran some numbers this morning. To give you an idea, a guy called me the other day and he said, I'm interested in buying a house. I'm coming down. I'm going to be there a week. I can look every day. I said, well, tell me, what's your price range? He says 700 to 850. I said, tell me what you need. He said, well, I need at least 3 bedrooms, at least 2.5 baths, probably 2,300. And I definitely want to be in one of the developments on Hilton with golf communities and 24-hour security. And as he was talking, I was flipping through my computer and I said, well, I hope you enjoy the beach, enjoy golf, because unless you can increase your price range, there are 2 homes for sale that meet that category. They're over 2,300 square feet. They have a 2-car garage and at least 3 bedrooms, at least 2 baths. And he said, well, that can't be right. And I said, well, it is right. He said, well, I just don't understand that. And I said, well, I'm right here. So you've got to probably increase your price. The old quote, you got to pay more or reduce your standards. So there's certain price range on Hilton Head. So I ran between 7 and 850. There are only 7 houses on Hilton Head for sale in a planned unit development in that price range. And then I just, for curiosity, I ran $1 million to $1.2 million. Now what's interesting, in Palmetto Dunes, Sea Pines, Westford, and Hilton Head Plantation, there are no houses listed between $1 million and $1.2 million. There are 5 in Indigo Run, 1 in Long Cove, 1 in Palmetto Hall, 1 in Port Royal, 1 in Forest Beach, and 2 on the north end. So there's not a lot of inventory between $1 million and $1.2 million. Now I ran it in $1.2 million to $1.5 million. There's more inventory, it's 23. That's still not a lot, but there's only 1 in Sea Pines. So what I'm saying is, in all the Sea Pines, there's only 1 house under $1.5 million. You know, Palmetto Dunes, there's not any in that price range. Port Royal, there's 3. Long Cove's got 3. Indigo Run's got 1. Hilton Head Plantation's got 4. Palmetto Hall's got 1 in Windmill Harbor. So that's not much inventory between $1.2 million and $1.5 million. So what has happened is a certain percentage of the people, because of the great growth we had in value, certain percentage of people are priced out of the market on Hilton Head. And that's tough on people because I got people who have been coming here for years and they're ready to buy and they call up and I say, well, give me your budget. And I can't remember the last time I had a lot of inventory in their budget, so they got to adjust their budget. So that's the most amazing thing to me, is that if you run those numbers under $1.5 million, gosh, you got 18, 23, you got less than 50 houses on all the Hilton Head under $1.5 million in one of the planned unit developments. That's not much inventory. And we got a lot of inventory in the higher prices, but not much inventory in the lower prices. So what do you do? You know?
I don't know. And the other question is, if you're someone who's got a home that they want to sell and maybe find something else, and they're in the lower end there as far as sale goes or whatever, they're not going to be able to find anything maybe, right?
What we tell people all the time now in the market is you got to get Plan B situated before you go to Plan A. Plan A is list your house. So people call me all the time and say, well, I'll put my house on the market. I say, where are you going? Well, we want to go over here where my friend lives and such and such. Oh, what are you going to pay? Well, we going to pay X. I said, I don't think so. You know, so you realistically got to look at where you're going when you sell your house. And I don't know the market in New Jersey, but I tell them you got to go up there and make sure you can find a house in your price range and call me and we'll put your house on the market.
Well, that's excellent advice, James. We already have to take another break, but when we come back, I want you to talk about mortgage rates, high pricing, what's happening in the market. Yeah. And also we got to get to condos too. So we will be back.
Okay. Thank you.